Listen, if you're a beginner trader that hasn't found their edge, this video is for you. I'm going to break down my trade setups, how I found my entries, how I found my levels, and what I look for during the market to give me that edge to take the trade and be profitable. So I made about $1,000 today trading this exact setup. One trade I lost, second trade I won. So we all take losers. That's just part of the game. The game is to minimize your losses. Make sure your wins is bigger than your losses. Keep your losses at a minimum. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the charts. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my loser first. My first loser was on the Russell 200 futures. So I traded the Russells. So let's look right into it. Let's bag up. I'm going to show you guys the hourly time frame. On this hourly chart, it's been going back and forth in between this supply and demand level here. Today, the trade that I took moving down to the 5-minute chart. So I came into the market kind of late. So when I looked at the market, it had already did most of this this move. So I came in the market around about 11 o'clock. When I seen it, I wanted to take the down move starting at 11 o'clock around here. But me just coming into the market, I didn't want to rush anything. I wanted to actually take a setup that I like. So what I did was waited. So what I waited for was the lower day break. So I was setting up for a lower day break. The market looked like it was trending down. As you can see, it trend down, went up, came down to the lower day. So I'm expecting a lower day breakout down to the either the pre-market lows, which is here, or down to this 223.36 level. I'm like looking, okay, if the market's strong enough to sell off, it would get down to that level. So that was my idea plan and what I was looking to take advantage of. So after I'm watching the chart around about, what's this? Around about 11:25, the market started consolidating right at the lows of the day. I seen this like bull flat bear flag here forming, which I'll show you. It looked like a bull flag. I'm thinking, okay, the market is about to break out. It's going to break back down. So once that candle closed, I got into that trade looking for puts or just selling the Russells, because these wasn't options. These was actually futures I was trading. When I got into this trade, I was looking to sell. So I got into a sell position right where that arrow is at. My stop was right at 23.54. And as you can see, I got in this stock about 11:40, 11:45-ish. The stock didn't break fast. It did one little candle. And mind you, these are the 5-minute candles I'm looking at. So I do trade the 5-minute chart. I chart on a higher time frame. So a daily, a hourly, a weekly, a monthly. I chart on them levels and them time frames. But sometimes I take trades. Well, most of the times when I enter a stock, if it's day trade, I'm using the 5 minutes. So here, I was just looking simply at the lower day. Lower day break, let's see if this thing can hold. Again, I was rushing to get into this market. I feel like this is not my setup. But let me just tell you guys. So I was in this play for probably an hour and 10 minutes, and it stopped me out. It came right up and stopped me out at 23.54. So that was my first loser of the day. So about this trade, let me just tell you guys. About this trade here is not my normal setup. It's not even a trade that I like. I do not trade lower day breakouts. I don't even trade breakouts. I trade reversals. So here I was just looking like I had that feeling of needing to take a trade, needing to be in the market. So I found something and just went along with it like, hey, if it break, it break. If I make money now. It did hit the stop and then keep going. But again, that wasn't a trade I should have been in. All right, so that's my loss. That's my lesson. and I am gonna move on to the trade that actually made my money back and made me some money. So my next trade is on a NASDAQ. So let's bring up the charts. All right, so what I have here is the NASDAQ. I brought up the NASDAQ. I'm gonna show you guys exactly where I got in at and where I exited. I wanna show you guys my NASDAQ, where I got my levels from. Let's go to the hourly chart. So this level here, this 2300 level, first off, it's a psych level and it's the lower pre-market. So I liked it that level. Again, I got into the market late. So, but the level I like because I see it held here and it has some reaction there previous day. The market came down all day. The market been coming down all day. It hit this level. Let's take this off. All right, it hit this level, this 23,320. It hit 23,320. We're just gonna call it 320. And this candle here is what convinced me. This candle here, this engulfing candle, that is a engulfing candle. That candle, again, looking at the RSI, it's oversold. So we have a couple things going on here. It's at a level that it bounced at before. Two, it's oversold or overbought, which in this instance is oversold. It's oversold on the RSI, and it does a engulfing candle. So we got 3 confirmations, and them 3 is enough for me to take that trade. Last time I had what? On a losing trade, I had lower day level and I had a bull flag, but my 3rd confirmation wasn't there. So on this trade, after it consolidated for a little bit, I went ahead and jumped in that trade. So I didn't jump in right away here at what's that, 11, 12, 140. I didn't jump in right away there. I let it consolidate some, and once I seen it started breaking these highs here, that's when I entered into this trade. My stop was below the lower day. Rode this bad baby up to 23,400. That, if you know the NASDAQ future, then you know that's enough to change your life. That was my 2nd trade of the day. So remember, guys, have your setups, have your edges. So my edge is looking for price to be oversold or overbought, and it must be at a key level, a key supply or demand zone. On top of that, understanding the chart patterns, understanding how to read candles is another big thing. So I look for engulfing, dojis, some type of candle pattern that signal reversals. So I myself is a reversal trader. That's where I find my edge at. That's where I can understand my stop losses is at. I just see the chart better when I'm trading a reversal type of trade. If you like this video, feel free to shoot me a like, subscribe, a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this type of content. I will start pushing out content every day, every other day, maybe 2 times a week. To start off, I do still have a full-time job, so I'm not a full-time trader. Let's get that understood. But eventually, I will be a full-time trader, and you guys will see more of this content every single day. All right, see you in the next one.